Hello students and parents. In this video lesson, I will be going over our math lesson from earlier today. So let's go ahead and get started. So the beginning of this week, we have finished graphs and now we're getting into addition. And before we start really adding numbers together and putting them to make bigger numbers, we need to be able to identify numbers different ways. So for this video lesson, let's go ahead and start off with our date. And please put the date in which you are doing this assignment, not the date I'm doing it, because it most likely will be different. So we watched a video, well, it was a lesson, like introduction video lesson, that showed two different bugs, and we were comparing them to see which number was bigger, which dots had more, and what made them different. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be drawing those same bugs from the video and compare. Okay, so for the first one, here's my first bug, and I just put little antennas on it, and then we made legs on our bugs, and then we had another bug, and we did the same thing. And on these bugs, we put dots. So for our first bug, we put this many dots. And on our second bug, we put this many dots. And then I asked students, okay, how many dots are on the first bug? And so the kids took a second and they counted how many dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we see, okay, so this amount of dots is 5. Okay, so 5 can either be shown as this many dots or written like this number here. And then we looked at the other bug and we saw that we counted how many dots were on that bug. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 dots on that bug. So we have 5 dots here and 6 dots here on this bug, and we compare them. Okay, so what is different about these dots? Well, on 5, we see that there's less dots on this bug than there are on this bug. And then we looked at the colors were different of the dots. This one is green, this one is purple. And we saw that there's more dots on this bug than on that bug. And then I asked the students, I did one extra step additional, and I asked the students to combine the dots, so put them together. And that is called addition. So it's a little bit more than what the assignment was asking, but it's a very good introduction to what we will be doing very soon. So addition means to combine or combine or put together. You can even say all together. And that's what we were going to find out is how many dots are there all together. So we went and counted all the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 11 dots in total. Okay, and then we drew some more bugs. So we drew so same thing, create your bugs. Put legs on them. Okay, now for this one, you're going to tell me the pattern. There's a pattern with these bugs. So let's keep this one blank, and then let's put some dots in this one. Okay, so we're missing dots in this bug, but if we're counting, that means that there is a certain number that would go in the middle. So let's look here. 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 dots, so that is the number 3. And then we look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 dots here. So there's a missing number that would go in here as we're counting forward. So 3 something 5. So what number would go here? So when you're doing it with your child, please have your child fill in the blank for this bug. And then at the very bottom, we had a bug, and I wanted to know what would 10 dots look on a bug. So students had to draw 10 dots within a bug and see if it matched the number that it was showing. And that is going to conclude our math lesson. So first, we talked about the writing our numbers next to our bugs. We compared each of the numbers to see what's different, what's the same, and then we combined. We put them all together to count how many dots there were in total. We had patterns, so we had to figure out what was the missing part of our pattern when we're counting forward. And we had to show numbers to dots and dots to numbers as well. Okay, so when you have completed this assignment, please, please, please send it in through Schoology, and please put your date in which you have done this assignment, and that is going to conclude today's math. So I will see you next time. Goodbye.